All right, ready?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna make an IV line and plug it into the hot line here. And here's everything you need. Heater fluids, the warming tubes. Okay. So, first, it's a good idea to make sure you don't have any leaks in the hot line. So we'll go ahead and plug that in. Plug in the warming tube. Turn that on. And that's just warming fluid going around the tube, and we'll make sure that's not gonna have any leaks.
And you may want to make sure when you start, you're gonna want to have fluid in here between the low level and the high level. And this is just sterile water. You get this out of the core. So if it starts beeping, it could be low on water.
And for our purposes, we always make sure and label when we spike our tubes. And you don't want to write directly on the bag. So we'll go ahead and put some tape on there. And you'll put your initials, the time you spike the bag, and the date. So, initials, time this morning is
9:30.
09:30, right in the 24-hour time, and it's 6:29. Okay. That way we make sure these aren't old fluids that have been primed for, been spiked for a long time. It's up here.
So this is your IV tubing. It's also called a Y blood set, and the reason it's called that is because it's wide up here at the top, so it can hang 2 bags. So before you hook that up, you want to close these so that when you spike into the bag, the fluid doesn't run until you're ready for it to run.
So now we spike the bag. Try to keep this as sterile as possible.
Absolutely sterile. 100%.
100% sterile.
Yes.
So don't touch here or the IV tubing right there.
So we're just going to take the paper off so that the tubing will extend down here to the hot line. Generally, I'll take the one tape off with the paper off of there and just leave the coil here until they're ready to use it for a surgery. So again, you want to keep everything sterile. So you're going to put your Y blood set to your hotline tubing, and then at the end of the hotline tubing, we want to connect our extension set. And so that's one of the 4 pieces that goes into making this. And then that's the stopcock that the anesthesiologist will inject the medications through. So now we've got it all set. Now we're going to prime it.
Okay.
The key to priming it, or you've already got it set so it's upside down. You want to make sure that this, when it's full, it's going to sit like this, but when we're setting it up, we want it like that because we want to get rid of all the air out of this chamber. That is critical. We cannot have any air in this chamber. So Matt's going to open that up.
It's upside down. So it's filling
up. And this squeezable part, you want that about halfway full of water or fluid. Okay. So now we're just going to run it through until we see what fluid coming out the end of this. And then you can make a mess on the floor or just do it over a trash can. Once we have fluid we're running through, now our entire system is primed with fluids. There's no air bubbles. It's safe to go ahead and start using. So we stop it with this stopcock wheel. So we turn that off, and then I think it's a good idea to also turn this stopcock 45 degrees. Okay, that way there's not any leakage of fluid out where that cap is or out the end of it. So now when they're ready to start a case, they have a full bag of fluids ready and it's not leaked all over the floor.
All right. Anything else to add?
Nope, that's good. Thanks for your attention.